special day. Very, very special day.
That it is.
So special.
That it is. You know, there's people you can call if you need help coming. Like Uber.
I mean,
Doctor.
Hey, we threatened to go get him.
And help him come.
Well, what we're talking about here is I've taken a couple weeks off from the mat. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Been a little light on my rolls, kind of
Oops.
taking my take a little leave of absence, let my body heal, let my mind reset. So I got to get back in it. Hopefully, get back in the grind next week. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about that.
No, because that is just another blue belt doing blue belt stuff.
Yeah, it's
very
stuff.
blue belt. Look, blue belt,
blue
shirt, blue A.
Speaking of,
Yeah, what's let's
Can
we
see it?
address
give us a little pop.
fucking shirt over here?
I mean, hold on. Let's do this. Let's get full Hefe right here. There you go. All you Hefe. Yeah, I'm voting for a convicted felon.
yes.
Yep.
Well, I just want y'all to know that I'm not trying to hide that. That's who I'm voting for. If you got two options, basically, I mean, you can still vote for RFK if you want to, but that's a non-vote.
Easy.
It is a non-vote.
It's a non-vote.
Not
It's
a non-vote.
It is a non-vote.
It's not
going to
It
count.
means something.
It doesn't mean
it doesn't
anything.
mean
It means you're
anything.
throwing your vote away.
It doesn't mean
You
you're
might as
throwing
well-
your vote
you
away. It
might as
means
well
you're
stay at home.
casting your vote. It means something.
For someone you know
cannot
that
get
does not
elected.
win, cannot win.
You're not accounting for all the people that don't normally vote.
He cannot get elected.
You
right
can't
now.
say that right now.
Yes,
It's
I
so
can.
early.
Actually, I can.
He can get elected.
He cannot.
He can,
doesn't
though.
He doesn't
Okay.
have.
In this country, you
he
can be
cannot.
elected. Anybody
Theoretically,
can be
yes.
elected.
No.
It's possible that I could get hit with a meteor in the parking lot today.
No.
Correct.
Just
Or ninjas out of the
not
ceiling.
likely.
You know,
No.
it's
Highly
very unlikely. Yeah, it's a hard road ahead for
He
sure.
cannot get enough electoral votes right now to get elected, and that's how you get elected in this country.
Why can't he?
Because he's not on the ballot in enough states.
He will be.
No. So anyway, yeah, I
Will he
found this
not?
shirt.
Does he not have a chance to be on the ballot?
He's got to do things to get on the ballot, and most of it's signatures. So
Yeah, that's-
each
they're
each
always
state
getting-
has to do more
yep.
signatures. So he has to work on it. I don't know what the deadline is for a lot of these states. So I'm sure he's probably being very tactical with what states he gets on the ballot and to try to get that magic number.
I don't think their expectations are like misleading, or I don't think their expectations are delusional at all. But for what he's trying to do and what he's representing and everything, I think is worth going as far as he'll take it.
I think it's worth having the discussion. I don't think it's worth on November whatever date that it is when you go to the ballot box actually casting a ballot for him.
All right. Well, what about when election comes back up?
Now, that's what I think.
If you won't support him now, why would you support him on the next election?
No. That's what I'm saying. I think supporting him and
if he were a primary candidate,
well, absolutely.
Yes.
But I mean, how many
Okay.
people play the road down the line?
Yeah. So again,
And
supporting him.
why don't voters play down the line?
because I think this particular election
Is more important.
is way too important to do that.
The next one may be worse.
I think supporting him right now, like pushing for him to be on the debate,
Look,
right?
I don't.
Pushing for him to do all these things. I think that's fine. I think saying that you would vote for him right now to anybody that would ask.
Yeah, but
I
that
think
doesn't mean
those are good
shit
things.
for numbers.
It doesn't, but that's what
He needs to be
it
able to go into the
takes.
next election saying he's had this many voters, and if you're not willing to ride with him now, you're probably not going to ride with him then.
Yeah, I think that's where.
How many
I don't
people
think he'll
play
get
it
there.
down the line?
I don't. Not very many. I don't think he's got. I
Hillary
think this is
Clinton?
his cycle.
Hillary Clinton built
Yeah, but-
hers up.
But she was Bill Clinton's wife.
Okay, he's Robert Kennedy's son.
Yeah,
I don't think he's got it.
no. And here's the problem.
Bull. He ain't gonna
No.
get it on this one, maybe,
Look,
but
Hold on, but
he's
listen.
got it.
Here, I'm not saying he doesn't have it. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the ability or the competency to be the president. That's not the point. The point is that our country, the way this works, we are so divided into two major political parties, which is Republican and Democratic.
Agreed.
And the problem is that I don't think it's a never. I just don't think it's a not right. I think it's just a not right.
I don't disagree with that either.
And I think the whole libertarian movement is
but he's not even claiming libertarian
or whatever you want to call
independent.
it.
And libertarian
I'm just saying that
libertarian used to mean independent, and it's gone.
Okay, but my point is that I think that is many years. I think that's many years down the road, and this particular election we're coming up on. Yes, they're all important, but man, I see it every day. People are hurting financially. People cannot.
Yeah, but that's every time a Democrat gets elected. Like,
Then
that's
why
every
do
time.
people keep voting for
I
their
don't
sorry
know,
ass?
but I promise you, I don't trust the far end of the right either.
No.
And Trump's about as far on that fucking end as you can get.
Well, your 4 years under him are good.
Good in what sense?
Financially.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Continue.
World security.
peace,
Absolutely.
world security,
Continue.
border control.
Yeah.
Well, border control, they only let him do so much. So, I mean, if you're
just
comparing
saying.
it to now, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But you talk about the divide in the country was never more divided.
See, I think
don't
that's
think so.
I do. Look at every city that burned.
But I think right now you're seeing that come back.
That's not a defense of the Democratic Party.
But look at Trump's black vote right now. It's up.
Way up.
Way up.
The
Yeah.
Hispanic vote's way up.
Hispanic, way up. He is actually unifying people around who he is.
I think the people that listen, the people that were burning the cities,
Yes.
the people that were rioting, I think that is a very small.
Yeah, but we're not
segment.
talking about the future. You were talking about when Trump was elected.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like
I understand, but I'm saying I think what you saw.
they were more divided then than ever.
But I think what you saw was the media keying in
Oh, I agree.
on a very, very, very,
my
very small
position-
percentage.
Yes.
Even I don't even think the majority of the Democratic, the majority of the United States citizens that vote Democratic are not absolute nut jobs.
Yeah.
They're not out there burning cities. They're not out there rioting. That is a very small, far crazy
But the
left.
problem is that the Democrats that are on that side that aren't super far, they still argue for it. They still argue for the party no matter what. No matter what. And arguably the
that's-
Democratic
and
side
that's
or the
true of both
Republican side
sides,
too.
though. That's true of
But
both
that's what I'm
sides.
saying. My argument isn't for the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It's in contrary of.
I agree.
Because
I understand what you're saying.
something's got to be different from what we've been doing. And Trump ain't different from what we've been doing. He's just the other side that we all know is better across the board. For the majority of it, is better than what we're fucking getting.
How
for
do you-
sure.
how do
I
you-
have no doubt about that.
Okay.
But I think there's a clock on it as the years go on.
How do you explain? How do you go back and explain Ronald Reagan from 1980 to 1988?
I think he did a lot of the same good things that Trump does. But
What
I
was the
think
difference?
he wasn't so fucking polarizing.
I understand.
And it was whatever, the 60s, 70s.
Okay,
What was
okay.
it when
80s,
Reagan?
80s and
80
90s.
to 88.
What was Carter? He was after Carter.
Carter
Yeah,
was
Carter was
76
70.
to 80.
Yeah.
So my
you come
point
off
is,
a fuck shit show and
Yeah,
you look like
well,
a hero. I mean,
kinda like we're in
and
now.
Yeah, I agree. I
it's
agree.
actually worse now than it was in 79.
The
Yeah, I
difference-
agree. Absolutely.
The difference is Reagan was smooth enough. I mean, he
wasn't as polarizing.
yeah, that's right.
Like
he wasn't
Trump's
Trump.
whole shtick is to lean into that.
Yeah, but I don't think. See, what I don't think you have though is you don't have anybody else trying to mimic Trump and go through and get elected in 4 years. I don't think you're going to see that. I think Trump is the anomaly. I think what you
Out of the
see-
Republican Party.
out of the Republican Party.
Yeah,
I think
gotcha.
what you see next out of the Republican Party is dialing in on the things that Trump did right with the economy and with the world peace and with the border. And
Which
all those
RFK
things.
really rides along that exact same line.
So-
he's for a lot of that stuff.
I know. So he had if he really wants to be, and this is Tulsi Gabbard too.
For sure.
If they really want to,
give me a Tulsi.
If they really want to get elected, they'll flip Republican.
Right. 'cause
that's
she
what they'll
rides
do.
independent too now.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what they'll do.
yeah.
They'll flip Republican.
Right.
In 2 years
To get it done.
And
See,
then-
but
and
I
then
hate
get it
that.
done.
I hate that they have to flip. Like, I want a third party.
But I do too,
because supposedly there's one, but ain't nobody ever fucking seen it.
It's you can't do it the way that it's our government has been set up.
Or another one.
Not even our government. The people in the United States have been conditioned that there are only two options.
Correct.
And it will almost take someone becoming president that's really good and then flipping independent.
Solid point. But nobody's going to do that.
Okay.
But nobody's going to fucking do that.
So, all right, let me ask you something, though. You said
that
something.
would be, yes. No, I agree 100% with that. That's probably exactly what it would take instead of the other way around.
Yeah, you can't do it this way.
Independent,
like
go Republican. No, because you're always going to end up having to choose.
Yeah. Because the Republican
You'll get up
Party,
here and then choose your fork in the road.
The Republican and Democratic Party are too strong. It would take someone getting to the office.
The fact that they're too strong is why I want another one. Why I want the independent party to be able to do something.
Let me ask you a question. All right. I understand.
They can't deal with the amount of money either.
I know Trump's polarizing, right? I get that.
And I'm not.
And I understand that he mean tweeted. All right. I understand that he is aggressive.
Don't snowflake me. I'm not a Democrat.
I'm not. I'm not saying that. No. I have a legitimate question here.
Okay.
So, but I'm setting up my question by stating these observations that he is, he is not the most. He's not tactful. He's rude. He is aggressive. He comes off arrogant. All of that. I get that. And I understand.
Which is the Trump shtick.
But I understand that irritates a lot of people. A lot of women feel like he is misogynistic. He is.
Vulgar.
I don't understand the whole racist thing because he's never been racist.
No,
ever.
That's
he's
just
never
thing.
been racist.
That's just a thing they try people.
Okay,
so Republicans, so it's easy to stamp it with it.
But here's my point.
No Democrats ever been racist. Weird.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
To that point, all right.
3 strikes you're out.
Why does all of that matter? Because all of that has nothing to do with policy. It doesn't have anything to do with world stability, military power, border control, economics, education. It has nothing to do with any of that.
But I think only Democrats make that argument.
Okay,
like I think only hard left only makes that argument.
Here's the thing about. All right, I'm going to use Biden as an example.
Okay.
All right, I think he's an idiot, right? I think he's got a.
Somebody's.
It's probably
vibrating.
Me. It's probably me. It's me.
Because you ain't coming a while.
Right. So here's the thing about Biden, right? He comes across as an idiot. He comes across as he's incompetent. But let's forget all of that. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Oh yeah, just look at his politics.
Go back to a guy like, forget everything about him, right? Forget all the stuff that's personal. That his son's a crackhead,
career politician,
right? If you forget all that shit.
Yeah.
If his policies and his things that he did from the Oval Office benefited me, I'd be like, I don't give a shit what he says.
Oh yeah.
Right? I don't care.
Wander off stage.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, somebody take care of him. He's doing a great job. Like, let's
running it. Right
I don't care.
Like, hey, give him some more shit so he can stand up longer.
I don't care how many hookers your son hooked up with.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Right. I don't care how much cocaine is in the White House. I don't care. I just want you to run the fucking country and run it right.
Right.
And so I don't understand why people get so hung up on Trump being this bad. Who gives a shit, y'all? He's not. You're not looking at him as a leader. He's not your pastor. He's not the community. Who gives a crap?
If I got a good pastor, I don't even care if he gets a little wild. Like if I got a good pastor and I feel it, like I don't care if he gets a little wild on the weekend. Buddy.
I mean, and I just cannot stand the whole double standard irony. That they want to jump all over Trump because he paid what was that?
Stormy
Daniel, this hush money. But nobody brings up the fact that
everybody plays
nobody
strippers.
brings up and this was before he was president, right? Nobody wants to bring up the fact that Bill Clinton, as a sitting president, paid $850,000 to Paula. What was her name?
Thought it was Monica Lewinsky.
No, it was the other one.
Yeah, it wasn't her.
The fuck? Well, that even proves the point even more. No, it's the other one.
$850,000 in a settlement, right? But nobody wants to talk about that.
What did Monica Lewinsky
as a sitting president?
She got fired, is what she got,
and she had to blow him.
It's just such a double standard, man. It's such bullshit. Trump hadn't been racist in 72 years of his life, and all of a sudden he gets nominated for the president and becomes a racist. He never been indicted, and he was indicted 94 times in 12 months. And you don't tell me me that that's not abusive power of the judicial system.
It's weaponizing. We were talking about that.
It is weaponizing the judicial system.
Yeah.
It is absolute bullshit.
My only problem with the racist part of it is because of the character that is Trump, he leans into the contrarian kind of position, right?
Yeah.
So the more they call him racist, the more he's going to lean on the side that pisses them off more. So he doesn't. He doesn't
say I'm against the Pride Boys.
He doesn't say those things.
Yeah.
He says stupid shit that like keeps stoking the fire. That's his whole character.
No,
it's all that, and he has to be who he is.
He's basically the husband or the wife that won't let an argument die. Right, that just keeps that argument going.
He keeps jabbing and jabbing and jabbing.
It's like, hey, if you just shut up and
buddy,
just, you're not wrong here. No. Just shut up.
And look,
just say that thing. Just say it. You know it's right. Just say the right thing.
Yeah.
You
could just end it now.
You could end it. It doesn't have to be
racism bad.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a thing. Just say the right thing, and that's where you're at. It doesn't have to be what it is right now.
Yeah. That's I mean, like I said, I'm not arguing the position, and because I mean, do we have a long history of independent? An independent party making moves and having something to go off of is like, and when you make the argument, it's you see it all the time with the Republican side and the right and the left, where when you make an argument, they defend it from the other side's perspective, and it's like, well, I'm not defending that either. You know, I don't care who you marry, but I also want my guns.
Yeah,
I don't care. Like,
they force you into a this or that.
Like, I want a good environment, but I don't want to abolish gasoline.
It's like everything is mutually exclusive. I can't have this without not having.
Yeah, why do I have to be one extreme? Why can't we just be practical?
I just kind of wish people would just do their own thing and quit trying to make everybody, think the way they think and follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's, it's like if somebody thinks differently than you, then they're wrong. All right, I saw Candace Owens. Candace Owens is. She was speaking at some college in California, very liberal campus.
That chick's got balls.
Oh, okay.
Like metaphorical.
She's brutal.
Balls. Hell yeah.
And
you can't fuck up talking to her at all.
This black woman comes up there to the microphone and says, hey, I identify as lesbian, a trans lesbian, something. I'm gay. I'm black. All these different things. And, she said, I don't agree with a lot of what you say. Mm-hmm. She said, and Candace looked at her, and Candace goes, well, she said, first off, she says, none of what you just said matters to me. Basically, she said, I don't care.
None of those are accomplishments.
Right. She said,
that's not your resume.
She wasn't being rude. She was just saying, I don't care if you're this, that, or the other. I don't care how you
stop putting it on your resume.
Label
like, I don't
yourself.
Need to know.
I don't care if you're gay. I don't care that you're black. I don't care that you're lesbian. I don't care about any of that.
Right.
That is not what it is. And what she said to her was, Candace said, she goes, I appreciate that you got up to that microphone and politely asked a question instead of just yelling at me.
Right.
She said, what people don't understand is I would love to sit down and talk to you. She said, because you and I can have a difference of opinion and not hate each other for it.
Right.
We just disagree.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we can't be friends. That doesn't mean we can't be respectful of each other.
Absolutely.
And that is the biggest issue going on now. It's like if you have a difference of opinion, then you're a motherfucker.
Yeah. So, and look, I said this, and I don't talk enough about my Christianity and religion, and use this platform and cross-platform promote. But
you maybe haven't in a while.
Maybe not enough. But anyway, but I was preaching last week, and they actually Catalyst. I don't control, and this is the other thing. Sometimes I get a little weirded out. Like, I don't like sharing my own stuff, and podcast is different because we're goofballs. But I don't like to self promote. But they put a reel out of a clip of my message last Sunday, And in it, I was talking about that exact same thing, Jeff. Basically, that do we really think that Jesus, when he was here walking in this earth, what if he took that approach, that the only people he was going to have anything to do with was the people that he thought was totally right, and that he agreed with 100%. And the fact of the matter is, he's perfect when he was here.
Well, he actually said, "I came for the lost, not the righteous."
Yes. So had he taken that approach that so many of us take,
Sure.
is that the only people I'm going to talk to are people that look like me, talk like me, act like me, have the same beliefs as me.
Right.
That's not being Christ-like.
No, he would have been talking to all the people that we think are, quote unquote bad or
he did.
different. That's
That's
what he would
exactly what he did when he was here.
Right.
And he didn't condemn them.
No.
And
He loved them.
when they tried
But he also did not condone them.
No.
There's a difference.
But when the religious of the world tried to condemn them, he condemned the religious,
Correct.
not the people that were bad.
Yeah.
Right.
But in all fairness, he did also tell the woman at the well,
to go and sin no more.
Right. He did not. He also, my point is that we can be loving to people, but still
Absolutely.
have a standard. It doesn't
Absolutely.
mean that everything is acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
and
You can
see-
still tell somebody, hey, I don't agree with what you're doing, but I still love you as a person.
And here's a lot of
Maybe
my
I should have been a
philosophy.
preacher.
A lot of my philosophy on it
late?
also no, never.
Okay.
Is
Mark's gonna have a stable of preachers.
a lot of my philosophy on it is too that,
Co-preachers.
that you absolutely. I would put you guys on a street corner any day.
Church of CRJ, baby.
But I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to say what you believe on a lot of things, and that's where I you don't have to be vocal to say, well, Jeff, I don't believe you need to be wearing that blue shirt right there, because so much of what people say is beliefs, and that they try to back up with and frame their beliefs through a twisted view of Scripture. It's just personal opinion. And at the end of the day, the one that's going to judge us isn't me. It's not you. It's not even your pastor. It's God. God is the one that's going to judge us. And that's where, people get bits and pieces of what everybody get. Now, does it matter what everybody thinks? Yes. Does the Bible talk about pastors giving an account of people and what they were? Yes, it says that, and it says that they're going to stand one day and they're going to give an account for how they led and for what they said and for what they did and for what those people are. And that and hey, I knew Kyle. Kyle did this. Kyle did this. He tried. He was a good person.
He tried to say you're a good person. He got stuttered on that. Did you see that? When he tried to say you're.
I'm not going to hit the button.
He's a. He's like, but he was good at jujitsu. He was good at jujitsu.
Well, what if I get there and I'm
that's
like,
not-
well, that guy was a dick, and I can tell you why.
That's
huh?
not.
Bill
But that's
appointed
not,
him, motherfucking. I mean, sorry, I know. I'm working on it. You're working on it. I know you're working on it.
But that's not. The end of the day, it's not me that's going to be the judge of that person. I could be wrong on a lot of things that I believe.
But pastors can do that?
So my spirit be wrong?
No, like
What?
they can like. Can anybody just be like, hey, I knew that guy. He was a good guy.
I think it doesn't matter
Okay.
what anybody says, because God knows everything.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
So they know if you're trying to be a little shitbag.
Absolutely.
Shit on him. Okay. So we.
So,
just trying to cover my.
but
Yeah, nothing ever
I
occurs
could-
to God.
I could be
Yeah.
I could be wrong on a lot of things, but if I am too strong on anything outside of some very core, basic, fundamental scriptural beliefs, I think you are in very dangerous territory on how you treat people, because there's a lot of people that treat people wrong for a number of things. And social media is a terrible place to go.
Yeah.
With what you think, like that you don't. I saw someone post something about cuss words is cussing is bad, right? And they used
Shit.
they used scriptures that they used, and I almost want to pull it up and go through the scriptures that they used on why
Are they cherry picking?
Well, they cherry pick, but it doesn't mean what they say that it means.
Yeah, they're taking it out of context.
It's completely out of context. And when it talks about vile and profane things, it's not talking about me saying the S word or whatever A, B, C, D, E, F, G word that you put on there. You know, I think profanity, everyone knows that I don't use profanity. But it's, and I've said it before, it's really not that I don't believe that you can or believe that it's wrong. Well,
is it any different than gossiping about somebody?
Well, that's worse.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's way worse. That's where
in the Bible that's worse.
That's what those scriptures are talking about. A lot of times is the things that come out of your mouth is what you say about people and how you treat people, and even back to kind of what we were talking about, you know, how I interact with somebody even if they're not like me, and I can make them feel a certain way because I don't believe what they do is right. I don't believe that their lifestyle and the way they live their life is right. How do I treat them? How do I talk to them? How do I talk about them? You know, those things are going to get you in more trouble with God than any of the language, the profane language, which is cultural, by the way.
Right.
It's not. There is no magic list
universal
profane words and cuss words.
Right.
It's cultural.
Like I'm cussing in tongues.
Yeah. It's like even the middle finger. You know, some cultures, it's number. You do this or you point, and it's the same. That's what they think.
Yeah. Or you wave with your left hand or something like that. Yeah, there's some of that.
All those things. You know, try to shake a wrestler's hand left-handed, and they're going to be pissed off at you because in the culture of wrestling, that's disrespectful.
Well, I know old dudes in the black community that like you give them right hand up.
Yes.
You don't give them left hand up.
No. Look,
and they'll correct you. They'll be like, hey,
man, give me
right hand up.
So take a wrestler. We've got a few in this room, and ask them what it does when they go out. Because part of wrestling, just like we slap and bump in jiu-jitsu, they shake hands before every match. Ask them what it means if somebody comes out there and reaches their left hand out. It's disrespect. It's a slap in the face. It's like flipping somebody off. So it's all these things are cultural things, and people try to put this big, huge, you know, spiritual meaning behind. Some of it's just culture, man, and culture changes. You know, the culture today is different than what it was back in Bible days. For sure, it's different than what it was 200 years ago, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And it'll be different 100 years from now. So don't get caught up in the culture. Treat people right, regardless of what they believe. You know, act right. Don't get so stuck on those things.
But I will say, too, however, and this goes back to what I was saying about Trump, I don't really care what those guys say. I don't care what they say about other people.
No.
I don't. None of that matters to me. All I care about is the business. What at the end of the day, how are you running this country? I do not care what you are like as a person. I just don't.
I mean, I care to a degree. Like, obviously, if you're like, I would care. I guess if Putin was my president, like I would care that as a person,
I would care,
and you run against him, that he might.
I would care
off you
in as much as I thought it would overflow into his politics.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably a good way to put it.
That's what I would care about his personal life. I care about the CEO of my company, of what he does, only in his personal life, only as far as how much it would overflow into his politics.
It starts affecting like his decision making and his motives and all that kind of stuff.
If he was a terrible person and motives were bad and he was, you know, all these things were bad, that's when I would care. If it was just he likes lacrosse and I don't like lacrosse, you know, it doesn't matter. If it's, you know, Well, you remember when Obama was president and they made like an uproar because you're smoking cigarettes? Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I don't give a shit if he smokes cigarettes. Like, I don't care if he needs to go have a smoke. He's a president.
Again, cultural. If you go back, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, probably every one of those guys smoked cigarettes.
In the White House.
Yeah, cigars, cigarettes, whatever. I mean, that was just a way of life. I mean,
cigarettes have gotten, you know, they culturally have gotten less
Winston Churchill
accepted.
Winston Churchill wasn't American, but one of the most famous leaders ever, you know, and synonymous with a cigar.
Yeah.
Douglas MacArthur, all those guys. Anyway,
so we said all that for 30 minutes.
yeah. And really, the whole point of this.
Clean that tip again.
Today is a special day.
It is.
Who wants to be the one to say it?
I think you should be, buddy.
Say it. Just say it.
This episode
It's the last.
that you're watching, this episode that you're watching right now, falls somewhere between 99 and 101.
Yes.
So
This is our, say it,
100th
100th episode. I don't know if we got it. I'm going to screw it up.
Oh, no.
No, do the praise music.
It's 100th.
So
That's the
yes,
steering wheel.
There we go.
today is
100 Cam and the Rev.
100 episodes.
And
that is
then there's
insane.
Jeff.
That is insane.
It is
Hundo.
wild, boys.
hundo. We hit a
It
hundo.
is wild that we're at 100. And we're done now. We're never going to do another episode.
This is the last one.
This is it.
Last one ever.
We said we'd go to 100.
Pulling the plug.
We got it.
Got to 100.
I mean, 100 episodes in podcasting is kind of like getting your blue belt. You know,
Time to dip.
time to dip.
Time to ghost.
Let's.
Down with you fucks. And
Carey
for all
said
you
happy
people,
100th episode. Apparently
Sorry.
she's
She's
watching.
watching?
Yeah,
Sorry,
she
Carey.
also said for me to preach is what she
Preach, boy.
You sure she wasn't talking about me and Kyle?
No, she probably was.
I don't think it was.
I mean, because we kind of were kind of preaching.
Look, I'm telling you, I would.
Okay, so in the spirit of 100,
I cuss too much.
in the spirit of 100,
Yep.
I should have been a little more prepared on this. But
In spirit of 100, we're completely unprepared.
Completely. We are.
Why would you expect anything
100
else?
episodes worth of time to come up with what we were going to do for our 100th episode, and we spent it the first 30 minutes, Jeff, doing what we always do.
just spitballing.
Just not even spitballing. Just
really
running
going
it, bro.
down, yeah,
Just
that's what
run
I'm
it.
saying.
There's 30 good minutes of stuff there. I'm excited. I was excited about it. That's what I love about us, is that we can get in here and we can talk passionately about anything. We can talk passionately about religion. We can talk passionately about politics. We can talk passionate about jujitsu. We can talk passionate about me hunting Nate Man down and strangling him. We can talk passionate about all those things.
For $100,
We can talk passionately that I don't hate Odyssey anymore.
Yeah, there's that.
would you
Took a year. Anyways.
for $100?
Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Go ahead.
I was going to be clean.
Go ahead. I want you to keep going. I was stopping him.
I'm just trying to think of something, right?
Stop it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
For $100, would you chew a piece of chewing gum off the sidewalk?
For a hundo, no. $100 is like a tank
I
of
know. You
gas.
can't really get anything for $100
It's like a
anymore.
tank of gas, bro.
Damn it, Biden. Inflation. I mean, listen, 4 years ago, you might have done that for 100.
All right, I do have a question, though. Not for a hundo, but all right, so
Just trying to think of something.
I know you were. I'm trying to shift out.
I was trying to. I was trying
Oh,
to.
for 100, because it's 100 episode.
Yes.
Oh.
How did you think I just randomly pulled that out my ass?
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck is he talking about $100?
You got that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I was trying to tie it into something 100.
No. God, what could
I
we
was
do
just
for
trying to keep it
100?
100.
Yeah, keep it 100. Oh, that's the name of the episode, Keeping It 100.
That is. We just found it.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Keep it 100. Yeah, so we're going to keep and we've kept it 100 pretty much this entire episode.
You're welcome.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
There you go. See what fucking chewing bubblegum off the sidewalk did
See?
for us?
Yeah, I'm not chewing bubble gum off the sidewalk.
It's a metaphorical.
Okay, how much money
Bubblegum.
would it take?
To chew bubble gum off the sidewalk?
Just a random piece on the sidewalk. Somebody spit it out.
How many times can I get paid from doing
You
this?
got to leave it in your mouth
for how
for
long?
15 seconds.
Oh, gee.
1,000?
Yeah. Can I keep doing this? Like,
I mean, because 50.
Repeat it like every 15 seconds.
You just go down the
1,000?
sidewalk.
every couple days.
Oh.
Give me a nice little $2,000 a month going, or $2,000 a week going.
What do you know? Tell what you'd end up with, though.
Probably all right.
Yeah.
I get to spend 15 seconds or 30 seconds. $2,000. 30 seconds of random bubble gum.
I don't know that you could catch a whole lot off bubble gum that's been sitting on the sidewalk.
All right, here's the next one.
More off of something coming
Like straight out of somebody's mouth, maybe. But I think
Go to the Braves game. You got to go to the Braves game.
Okay.
You got to pull a half-eaten hot dog out of a trash can. Half-eaten hot dog out of the trash. You don't know who had it.
But it's from that day?
Yeah.
What do I get?
I mean, I'm asking. $100?
$100.
Oh, no. I'm not doing anything fucked up.
You're not going to do anything for $100?
1,000's a little different. For a hundo,
Okay. Wait,
I don't know, like-
we have a
You found it?
no.
mamacita.
Hey, you know you're live right now. Hold on.
Oh, shit. AV.
Where you at?
I'm right here.
Okay. Go ahead.
You absolutely do not get caught up in this peer pressure.
Of what?
Chewing gum off the sidewalk.
So would you do it for $100?
It's for a G. No, it's 1,000.
Not.
Would you do it for 1,000?
No, I would not.
Is there any amount of money it would take for you to chew bubblegum off the sidewalk?
Absolutely not. I would not do it for any amount of money.
All right. Well, what if you did it for endless supply of coffee?
Endless supply of coffee.
No, it's still a hard no.
She paused.
You have no idea whose mouth that gum has been in.
So you're
what?
saying, Carey, there is no amount of money that could be given to you to chew a random piece of chewing gum off the sidewalk?
Yeah, none.
All right. What if it was under a desk?
No. Oh, hang on.
No gum at all. That's absolutely
Carey.
That is saliva that is embedded in gum.
Carey.
That's just a little hot tool.
Carey, I really, Carey, don't. I think that you probably have a price.
There is no price. And
Wow.
Mark, you will not be getting kissed if this happens.
Oh, shit. Now, if Steph comes up and she's not going to kiss me again because I'm getting $2,000 a week
Not worth
from
it.
chewing bubble
Chewing
gum,
bubblegum off the sidewalk.
do I have to tell her?
No, I mean, you guys need to logically think about this. Jeff, you're smarter than this.
Carey, we're talking about chewing bubble gum off the sidewalk here. Like, we ain't doing shit logic
Okay,
today.
what if that person has something that can be passed on through saliva that you just picked up? Is it worth it?
We spit in each other's mouths while rolling. You never seen anybody spit in Mark's mouth while we roll?
Another reason why I will never do jiu-jitsu now.
It's after blue belt. They don't start spitting in your mouth till blue belt.
Yeah, but I'm almost like a black now, and I don't even train.
No, you're like a 4-stripe clear belt or something.
Clear belt.
Wow, this is rude.
Well, thank you, Boo, for calling in.
Yeah, it's really made our episode
appreciate
even
it.
better.
Well, I just needed to put a stop to these shenanigans. And
Oh, they're not
for
gonna
the
stop,
record,
Carey.
I'm a pink belt
Oh,
with
you
4
just-
gold stars.
A pink belt with 4 gold.
I never issued any pink belts.
No, she's self-appointed.
Yeah, that's
Honorary
based on
pink
what
belt.
he said.
Honorary pink belt.
Yeah. I guess we can have to accept that, don't we?
Yeah, kind of let herself into that one.
All right, Mark, for future reference, please don't send me the podcast live. I'm stressing out over here.
Love you, Boo.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well,
There we go.
All right, well, let's keep
Carey
going with
cannot
that.
be bought.
So, all right. So, yeah, 1,000. So, doesn't really fall into 100.
No.
What else would you do 100 times?
Oh, here we go. That's something you could think of. 100 themed.
Yeah, 100 themed. We really didn't prepare for this.
No, we didn't.
Nothing.
We had 100 episodes to come up with
This 100th episode is going down the toilet quick.
Well, let's just keep moving.
You're relying on us to do it. Well, he's AV. I get it. We got to come up with the fucking color
I mean, let's just
commentary
keep going.
here.
Let's just keep going.
I can only,
you don't wanna dig
I can
in?
only AV so much.
It's true.
AV and all over the place over here.
So what's new? Anything? Because I've kind of been out this week. I've been sort of like just not paying attention. Anything exciting happened around the gym?
Not really. Shit's been slow.
Yeah, it's
we should be able to
summertime.
start demoing for the new space next weekend.
Man, that's exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do that. That's dope. Other than that, not really.
Yeah.
Not really, bro. I'm just waiting on. I'm trying to go on vacation. I'm trying to go to the beach.
Yeah.
That's all I'm waiting on. I'm like 3 weeks out. I'm already checked out.
He's like senior vacationitis.
Yeah. That's
Like adult senioritis.
Yeah, you need it, man.
Yeah.
Need that break.
We got a couple guys fighting today.
Yeah, who's that?
God, I ain't fucking. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
One of them already lost. He's fucking shit.
Which one? James?
Yes.
Uh,
I'm not
Oh, you talking
supporting
about
this.
Muay Thai?
yeah.
I'm not
James?
supporting this.
He lost?
Yeah.
Damn. Where at?
But ain't nobody
there.
surprised. Okay, we
No.
literally just had a conversation about him and another guy that which one would we let die?
Which
Right.
one we drowned?
Who's the other one?
Nicholas.
Nick.
Which Nick?
You know which Nick.
Crazy Nick.
Crazy Nick?
Come on,
Yeah.
there's only a Nicholas in here that you would just let die.
And what happened to him? Did he lose? Win?
No.
No, he's not
fighting.
here. We were just
We were talking
randomly
about which
talking
one
about
would we let die first. Nicholas or
specifically
James?
drown.
Drowned, yeah. Which one would drown first?
I'd let Nick drown.
Yeah, that's what
Everybody said
everybody
Nick.
said that.
But only because I feel like James, at least he's a law enforcement officer.
See, I broke that
saying?
down too. I don't want to get into
Yeah.
it, but
I mean, I feel like he's at least providing some good.
Yeah. I agree.
And I don't know. I mean, Nick just.
I'm not really.
Nick smells bad.
It's kind of like my saying.
That was brought up
and that
too,
was brought
see?
up too.
Yeah, I'm big on smell, and everybody knows that. I've been big on smell. If something has a pungent smell,
Yeah.
you know,
I hate it when you use that word.
I'm
Pungent.
ready to.
TJ loves it when you use that word.
I know. I'm just saying.
It sticks to him, man.
It's something. Yeah, and that it just sticks to your nose, man. Like when you get too close to it, you kind of taste it, you know. Yeah. But I mean, there's a few people in here that they need. Y'all need to work.
There's not. There's only one, and we already discussed that he would die
Well,
if we give him the chance.
There's more than one that have pretty good odor.
Oh, he's talking pungency.
I get it, but I'm trying to promote a fucking gym over here and trying to get people to train.
I'm not the gym owner. I can say that.
I get it. If you don't mind helping out fucking
just
the
saying.
company over
Help your
here.
boy out.
Hey,
Jesus.
deodorant and wash your fucking gi.
Well,
That's
look,
all
there's
I'm
a whole
saying.
basket. Oh, well, washing your gi's a must. I don't know anybody that doesn't wash their
Did you say
gi.
musk? Exactly.
Wash it in musk. Anyways, with the new
think
build out,
some
we'll
of 'em
have showers.
wash
and
'em in
all
beaver
that
piss.
stuff.
Beavers? Such a random animal.
I feel like it was a shot at Brandon.
Beaver piss.
Oh, really?
No, Brandon didn't smell.
No, I know.
Brandon did not smell.
He's the only one I know that traps beavers. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be careful trapping beavers.
shut up.
They bite.
They do. They're vicious.
I had a whole thing I was going to go down with that, but Jeff just fade all over it.
Sam.
But no, like seriously, getting back to us in 100 episodes, it's really cool. When we first started doing this, honestly, I didn't think we'd make it to 100.
I wasn't sure we'd make it to 10.
Yeah, I didn't know how it would go
I knew we'd be
because I'm glad you did.
here. We got thousands more to go, guys.
Because
This is year one.
But there's you think of all the things people start and don't finish or start and don't stick to. Like we see it with jiu-jitsu and martial arts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's so many people start stuff, and it's not even that they don't want to that they don't intend to they don't intend to stop, but things happen, and there's so many things that can come up. So for us,
Life happens. Yeah.
for over a year, for now 100 episodes, we have consistently made CRJ a priority enough in our life to get together once a week and to record podcasts. We hope you guys are enjoying it. We hope you like what you hear, and we hope you listen. We hope you tell your friends. We hope you share our podcast. We hope that one day that this thing, we could do this on a much bigger scale, much nicer. And it would be awesome if we were up there with some of the major people, because I think we're pretty funny and we're pretty cool, and I think the stuff that we say
We have interesting
connects with people.
You know, and that's the thing. We actually, it surprises me that the number of people that I talk to that'll say, "Hey, you know, I was listening to y'all's podcast the other day, and I'm thinking, I can't believe you still listen to that." You know, I'm like,
same.
it just cracks me up. I'm like, you still listen?
Well, and I think the number one thing we get as far as feedback goes is like people like getting to know us.
Yeah.
And this felt like, especially people that are already in the gym.
Right.
Sure.
It was like a way for them to get to know us even better.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We
Yeah.
just got to make the rest of the world want to get to know us.
Yeah, because they
That's
know
it.
us. People from the gym know us from the mat, which
Or
is-
people in our business life, personal
They
life.
know
Those
us
are all
from-
people that are
from that.
listening
And then
now.
you got
like,
crap like that. You'll have things that blow up on TikTok or blow up on,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how does this stuff make it?
Why did
Yeah.
that stick?
Why does that stick? And it's just like it's so
see,
random.
That makes me wonder, like, if because they can give you more or less depending on like how many followers you have and all
Yeah,
that kind of
all that
stuff. So
and
they can
all that
push your
matters.
stuff, or they can like
yeah, and that's
repress it,
yes,
retard it. Either like that. They either retard it down or retarded it up.
and that's why
We're trying to get retarded up in here.
What all
Yeah.
of you guys out there that are listening, everyone that does, what the best things that you can do to help is interact with our stuff, like anything that we
Sure.
post. Share things that we post.
Like it even if you don't like it.
Well, yeah, and
Just
to that point,
interact with
it
it.
doesn't
comment
cost you anything.
give us feedback.
Yeah,
if I
comment on
said
it.
some shit
Yeah.
and got the word barge
Hey.
wrong, then by God, comment it on a
Call him out.
YouTube
What'd you
video or
call
some
it?
shit.
He was
I
a little
described it wrong.
confused.
I kept
Bargay?
getting I was no. I keep getting like pilings,
Barge.
Barge.
like pilings and barge, like a boat, mixed up. I get them conflated.
He got him flip flopped.
Yeah.
And
Like, are
our
you the
barge
captain of the
conversation.
pylon?
No, I didn't get that fucking mixed up.
Oh,
God, so now it says way
Jeff.
worse. No, like
Jeez.
I kept calling a piling a barge,
he's just piling on,
like
over
running
here
into a
with our
barge.
guy.
Kyle.
I'm not hitting it.
Doesn't
I'm not
make
hitting
any
it for that.
sense.
I wouldn't
Doesn't
hit
make
that
any
with-
sense that
that's-
you would
that's
call
why
a boat a
screw you,
barge
Jeff
anyways.
Button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that, yeah.
You think that tap 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 tap?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about what you said.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Gonna make
Yeah.
a toast.
Anywho,
Here's to 100. Boys.
we tapping out on our 100.
Yeah, we got to do it.
I'm going to tap out. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this past year, a little over a year. It has been interesting. It is fun to go back and watch some of the earlier episodes. Adding the cameras in has took it to a different level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't even have 100 episodes of video.
No,
That's
if we'd
awesome.
had video in the beginning, there was some really. We ought to go back and
Dude,
rehash.
look, that's just the first year, bro.
I
We're
think
gonna-
what
we're
we
gonna
all
work
right.
into
I have
it.
an idea,
I promise.
and this really what we should have done. We should have prepared a little bit more for episode 100, but we can still do it in the upcoming. I think we ought to do what do they call it? Like a montage. I think we ought to do like a look back at the first 100 episodes. And I don't know if we have a way to make like a highlight reel.
I mean,
if
we
we-
could. It just puts a lot of work on.
I know
maybe.
we'd have to really lean
If you
on our.
could, put that
back
up
and
every all
every
of our 100
episode
episodes, if
and
you could
listen
just
to
get the best
all-
shit,
or-
but
and only
it's got to
find
be
the
the stuff that we
best
want with us
stuff.
without us telling you.
And parse
Or-
it down to an hour.
What if we
and
don't do that?
make it-
Little clips.
What if we don't do
Little
that and we
rants and
just spend
stuff.
an hour talking about it? What if we each go and pick maybe 5 of our best topics and we rehash those?
That wasn't a real sure. He thinks it's bad.
No, I don't think it's bad.
He thinks it's bad.
I don't think it's bad.
He thinks it's bad. Look at
I
him,
don't
Joe.
I don't care.
I
That's
think
my
it's
idea.
Okay, I'll just shut up.
Man.
Anyway, that's my tap out.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't really think it.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that was my tap out.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
we
that
should-
would be good. I
I
think
tapped.
You bailed on that tap out, huh?
No,
I
that
felt
was
like you
it.
were going
He
somewhere and
pulled
then
the
you bailed
ripcord
on
quick.
it.
No, that was it. I'm done.
Okay. In classic CRJ fashion, we shit all over Jeff's tap out. All right, I'm gonna tap out. Yeah, a lot of stuff in past year and 100 episodes and everything, and to kind of like put a bow on some of our conversation at the top of the podcast and everything. Between the left and the right, I do feel like we've hit in the past 8 years. Is that right? Mm-hmm. In the past 8 years that we've hit both ends really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I think what we're doing now is like healing from some of that, and that we're trying to. I think the pendulum is swinging back. We've hit extremes on either end, and I think we're starting to put pegs on how far we want to swing ever again. And I hope that we're landing somewhere that's a little more practical and
We're pegging.
a little more up there. We're pegging. So going forward, when you in your decision making, You can always peg. Don't swing too far.
Peg us.
Peg it.
Just peg us online.
Well, not peg us. It's the left or right
mean, like,
pendulum.
Oh, like
to the left or the right.
I meant like us. That's what I really meant.
Peg Jeff. The next time you want to give him some information, peg Jeff. Don't peg me.
Hey,
and next time he swings,
if you're swinging, just peg us.
Just peg him.
All right.
Pegs.
Mark.
Peg.
Not. I'm in on Facebook.
Like, I've done some freaky shit, but I ain't never been pegged.
Facebook. YouTube.
They say it's just like getting milked. Like, you just no hands.
I don't know what any of that means, but go ahead, Mark.
All right, I'm out. CRJ, baby. 100.
I hope Carey's not still watching.
Oh, she's watching. She's going to wonder about. Mark's, what's pegging? He's going to chalk it. That's Pegasus from, Greek mythology.
No. Yeah. That was the guy. It was the runner.
Nope.
He could fly.
That's the horse, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Pegasus had wings.
The horse with wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Run.
That's what. Yeah. I thought you meant like a track.
Gallop. Like a horse.
You doing your hands that way and talking about pegging, it's got me a little worried.
Yeah, this horse is galloping.
Sounds like something beating it up.
Just saying.
That's our tap.
100 episodes of this, ladies and gentlemen, is my tap out.
I also want to add to my tap out that Rev has put up with so much of our shit.
100 episodes.
You know how many times Rev has had to drive us home after these?
Gotcha.
Or how many times he's like literally tapped out after like 20 minutes and he's like, I'm done.
Like, this is not going to go where I wanted it to. No wonder you can't get into your stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Mark.
he just results on shit on you.
Mark. It's all you.
That 100 episodes of the most
Is this
random.
your tap out?
This is my tap out.
Okay.
It's been 100
Jeff,
episodes.
this is his tap out.
Got it.
Of the most random conversations that you could ever imagine having, and the wildest tangents and how we get from one thing to the other.
Did you know ducks have a 12-inch stick?
Sometimes
I remember that.
shocks me how things can be connected. It
true.
shocks me.
It's the flow.
So that's why you need to keep watching and listening.
It is.
Because you never know.
We're evolving into something more.
How
Watch.
we'll connect one thing to another.
It's a mental exercise.
Yep. You'll never know.
Jiu-jitsu podcasting.
Yeah. So tune in.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.